Hey everybody, Sylvia K here, and today I thought I was making a video, a really nice video, and by the time I pulled my jars out of the pressure canner, this stupid battery on this phone went dead, so I'll just start over, but it'll be a different version. What I canned up today was some ground meat, and instead of using just water for my broth, I took a can of tomato paste and diluted it with water and added some oregano and some garlic powder. And I thought that that would probably be equal to a more expensive jar of tomato sauce. And when you pressure can ground meat, you just lightly brown your ground meat and make it as lean as possible. And you can add water or you can add tomato juice. And if you're using your ground meat for tacos or burritos or enchiladas, anything like that, what you can do is just drain the water off and then take that water and freeze it and use it for soup stock. And what I also made was some strawberry rhubarb jam. I used to have rhubarb plants, but I guess they died because of all the rain. But anyway, I had some frozen rhubarb that I harvested some time ago before they all died. And I had it in the freezer along with some of my strawberries that I've harvested. So I decided to make some strawberry rhubarb jam. And it was 2 cups of rhubarb and 2 cups of crushed strawberries, 4 tablespoons of bottled lemon juice, and you put that in a large pot and you bring it to a boil, and then when it comes to a boil, you add 5½ cups of sugar all at once, and then bring it back to a hard boil, let it boil, stirring constantly for 1 minute, take it off the heat, skim off the foam, and then put it in a boiling water bath for 10 minutes. Now for the ground meat that I used, I took them out of the freezer and I priced all of the packages, and they were just a little over a pound each, and they were just shy of $7 each. And so I'm going to go to the grocery store this week, and when I go, I'm just going to do a comparison to see how much meat has risen. All of these packages of ground meat that I just used to can up here were bought in September, October, and November of this year. So, my next video will be my lovely little trip to Hilo to go to the grocery store and just show y'all how outrageous things are here. So if anybody is paying any attention, you better start stocking up on some groceries. And if you don't have a canner, get one. If you don't know how to can, learn how. Also, I've decided I'm not going to grow peas anymore. Any kind of peas. For what little harvest I've got off of these, I'd have to plant a whole acre in order to can any peas. So, but when I put some compost in here, to fill up this bed that I actually made for my blackberry plants, I have some volunteer tomato plants here, and so what I did was I saved my eggshells and I add some water to my blender and grind them up and put them in around my garden, and especially tomatoes and peppers, because they require a lot of calcium in order to grow. I generally let the eggshells soak in water for 2 to 3 weeks so it can leach out the rest of a lot of the calcium that's in the eggshells, and then I use the water and the eggshells to incorporate into my garden. I put some around these squash seedlings that I have, and my beans are coming up real nice, and before too long they'll start climbing up this string that I put up in my trellis here. So That's all there is for today, folks. Sorry I screwed up the first video, but by the time I finish here, I ought to be able to produce a movie. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. I hope everybody's well, and take care. Also, the other reason why I'm not growing peas anymore is because they like to play hide and go seek. You can sit there and look at your plants and think you've harvested them, and before you leave, you find 6, 7 more that are just waiting to be picked. So they're a pain in the butt, so I ain't gonna do them no more. So, now that's all. Bye-bye.